Well, welcome back, everyone, and we're back with Big E Outdoor Radio on 100.5 Sports Fan ESPN, and we are still touring the SHOT Show 2016, looking for new products. And hey, I walked by this booth probably 3 or 4 times, and the guy was standing here right now with something that looked kind of interesting. It was a cell phone attached to the back of a scope, and I thought, hey, I'm going to stop and find out what this is all about. As it turns out, he and the company Ram Mounts work together here. This is Attach It, it's called, and they actually solve a lot of the problems that anybody that's ridden with Big E would know that I have. That's my cell phone's flopping all over the dash, the GPS and everything else is flying all over, and we really need to figure out ways to mount this stuff. So I'm going to talk with George here, who is the owner, right?
Co-owner and co-inventor.
Co-owner and co-inventor of Attach It. And so tell me a little bit about what you got there. And I'm not afraid just to tell people that we've messed around with the eye scope.
Okay.
Huge pain in the butt. I mean, it can work, but if you're changing phones, which we all do nowadays, we wreck them, it becomes a problem. And I really didn't like the way it mounted. It was kind of cumbersome. I look at this, it looks pretty easy. So explain to us where this came from and all that kind of stuff. So.
Okay, so initially we had a more mechanical mount, similar to the eye scope, brackets, clamps, more universal. And we were looking for a better way to make it so you could more quickly put your phone on, take your phone off, and on top of that, sometimes you just want to get the mount out of your way. Because some people just don't feel comfortable shooting looking at a phone screen. They want to look directly through the scope. So, got to work and came up with this system here where we have the most rapid, optically accurate alignment system that there is, where we can take your phone, line it up with the scope, as fast as you can turn the camera on your phone, drop it in a position, lines up accurately every single time.
All right, now I know that you that are listening to our radio show, whether you're up here in the north or you're down listening to some of our affiliates down in the Tallahassee and Jacksonville area, you can't see what's going on here right now, but with the eye scope, you clamp your phone in there, it's in there, and then you got to get it out, and it almost gets to the point that you want to have a separate phone that's not working on anything except for cameras, just to use that thing. This here makes it so that you can take the phone you have, you're carrying it in an OtterBox type case, and on the back there's a small square magnet. That thing just matches right up with the mount that's on the side of your scope, and it's, I mean, as fast as I am talking, he's popping this thing on and off, and it just sticks right to it. Once it does, your lens from the phone is looking right down the scope. It's the current scope that you already have on, so you don't have to resight anything in. All you got to do is just take your fingers and expand the screen. You're zoomed right in, and then after that, you can use the zoom on your scope as well, right?
Yes. Zoom on the scope is still completely functional. The zoom on your phone is great. So you can now magnify your scope to the size of your phone screen, as well as, still using the zoom function on your scope. And we don't have any issues with working bolt action rifles and in fact, just about any action style on your rifle, because the phone's not in the way, and even if it was, everything comes apart so quickly and so easily, and then goes right back together with complete optical alignment. Everything just lines right back up.
So now we need to talk about how much something like this is going to cost the average user out there looking for it retail, and where they can find it, because obviously it's a new enough product. You're not out in stores all over the place yet.
No, we're not in stores. We're only available online at our website, attachit.com. This mount system that we're showing here at the show is got a retail of $199, and that includes everything that you need to get going. It includes a case to match the most common types of phones out there, the iPhones, the Samsung phones, and some of the other phones, smartphones, of course.
I use a semi-smartphone, so I'm not quite up to the Samsungs and the iPhones yet.
As well as all the necessary mounting hardware to get everything in position and in perfect alignment with your scope. We typically use what we call a Picatinny ring that attaches to the side of your scope. They come in a variety of different diameters depending on the scope that you're using. Once that's installed, you're pretty much good to go. It takes a little bit of time to get it dialed in, but unlike the other mounting systems, once it's dialed in, you should never have to mess with it again. It maintains its alignment.
Now, one of the positives of this, okay, now your phone is on here. You're looking through the camera portion of your phone, looking down your scope. Well, you see something down there you want to take a picture of, or you want to take a video?
Just hit record.
There you go. And now, how about dealerships? Do you have dealers Well, wait a minute. I want to back up. This guy is actually from Wisconsin. So this is another one of those great Wisconsin products. We've talked to you about it when we were at ATA, and we talked about it here as well, that some of the best products for hunting and a lot more than what people think come right from Wisconsin. So you are from Wisconsin. Where about? Just north of Madison?
Yes, we're just north of Madison, Wisconsin.
All right. And so if you're going to have dealers, it'd be Wisconsin first. Do you have it out at any stores?
Not yet. This is a brand new product. We're just in the process of releasing it. The only place you can get it right now is online.
Okay. While I'm standing here, why don't you tell me a little bit about the people that you are working with and getting some components, the RAM mounts? Because obviously we have mounts here that can put in the vehicle, on the dashes. What else do they all make that we can somehow incorporate your product with it, maybe or not, but anyway, we can keep our phones and stuff from rattling all over the place?
Well, I have to give a good shout out to RAM Mounts here. We started working with them at the very beginning as we were looking for a nice adjustable angle solution so that we could get the optical alignment that we're looking for. And they were nice enough to say, yep, we'll work with you. We'll sell your product at OEM level so you can incorporate it right into your products. They're even gracious enough to allow us to have some space in their booth here at SHOT Show, which is another big bonus. They have what we feel is the most comprehensive line of mounting solutions that there is out there. And so now you can attach to just about anything. And when you incorporate one of our magnetic mounts on top of the RAM mounting system, you can now mate your smartphone magnetic case to any of the RAM mounting systems, whether it's a suction cup mount, a claw mount, any type of bolt-down mounts. They make them for attaching inside your cars where the chairs attach, in between the seats, cup holders, you name it. They've got a mount for it.
So I see we got stuff here that'll hold the phone, hold the GPS, and of course if we have the attach it product on our scope, we already have the magnet. So now we can just buy the ball, you said, with the other portion of the magnet there, and have that in our car. So when we're done hunting, we just go in there and just slap it on. And how strong is the magnet?
This magnet has about 25 pounds of pull when you're pulling straight off. But one of the unique features of the system is you give it a little bit of rotation, a little bit of a tilt, you get about a 75% reduction in the pull strength. So it comes off really easy. So this is nice because now we've got the strength to hold things on in high recoil applications. You're dealing with guns and firearms. You're dealing with ATVs, UTVs, motorcycles, bicycles, things where you got shock and vibration. Yet with a little bit of twist and tilt, everything comes off really easy.
I know, I was trying to pull it straight off and I didn't think it was going to come off till I twisted it. Now you also have this thing mounted on a spotting scope, so you have ways for us to mount this and use it for the bird watcher or the nature lover that wants to take photos, right?
Absolutely. The second product that we put together was the spotter adapter, and that allows us to take the same phone in the same case and go very quickly from the scope mount to the spotting scope mount and still again maintain that instant optical alignment. So as fast as you can turn your camera on and bring it close to the mount and let go, boom, you're looking right through the scope with perfect accuracy.
All right, and again, you're going to see pictures of this. We got a little bit of video that's being shot here. Britt's doing some video, and we're going to take some photos, put them on our Facebook at Big E Outdoor Radio on Facebook and Big E Outdoors on Facebook. And this here, when you look at it, folks, you're going to see where I'm coming from on this. It's going to be great when you're hunting with the youth, when you're taking somebody maybe that has some handicapped or some disabilities or whatever, because you just reduced all that eye relief problem that you have with your scope. Now they just pop it on and they look through their cell phone, and it's pretty easy. They don't really have to worry about scope rash and you were pointing out something about the adult that's hunting with the kid.
Absolutely. One of the best features of a device like this is now it's so much easier for someone in a training position to offer that supervision for the person that's handling the firearm, to make sure that they're handling it safely, to make sure they're pointing it in the correct direction. And no, not that one, that one.
Yeah. Right, that's exactly right. And so now taking out, and we're just reduced our hunting age in Wisconsin again, so that's going to be able to help the youth and the people that are out there working with the youth. You pop this, take your cell phone as you normally use, whether you want to take pictures with it or not, pop it on, and now you can look right over the kid's shoulder or your wife if she's a new hunter or whoever it happens to be, and you can kind of help them make sure that they're steady and getting on the right target. And there are a lot of benefits to this product. I think it's really nice, good price point. I think $199, and you're in it. How much does that ball cost again, if I want to get more of them?
The accessories are going to be on the website. They're going to range anywhere from about $15 for just the ball to attach to the ram mounts and some of the other mounts, to $50 for, say, a complete suction cup mount. Claw mounts, which are awesome for tree stands. Now you can put the claw mount on a branch. You can have your phone mounted where it's easy to get to, or where you're using the camera on your phone to record video over your shoulder. The claw mount also works very well for bow hunting applications, where you can actually attach the entire mount with the magnet, the phone, and everything right on your bow and record wherever you're aiming your bow.
Well, I think it's a great product. Again, another one from Wisconsin. Where do they get it? Website?
Attachit.com.
Pretty easy right there to remember. Attach It. Common spelling, attachit.com. And you can order it direct. And you want to see some pictures of it, look at our Facebook page and we'll get you some demonstrations of it even here up and coming. I think this, when you're going around looking for all these attachments and you stop at the truck stops and your Walmarts and everywhere and buy all these mounting systems for everything you got in your vehicle, and half of them don't work most of the time. This is some heavy duty stuff right here. I can see it's going to last a long time.
Yeah, these Ram products are built to last. They come with an unconditional guarantee. If you manage to break them somehow, they'll take care of you.
All right, great. Well, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to seeing you here in 2017, because I'm guaranteeing this product is going to really turn some heads and get a lot of people interested in it. And thanks for taking the time and visiting with me, George. We'll be back and talk to you again hopefully next year.
I sure appreciate it, Patrick. Thank you.
You bet. All right, folks, stay tuned. We're going to continue our coverage here at 2016 SHOT Show in Las Vegas. And it's about getting ready to close today, so I guess we're going to have to go out and find us a little nightlife here in the adult Disneyland of America. Stay tuned. Big E Outdoors, located at Cedar Creek, is reopening its doors soon after its new remodeling. Home to the area's first and only big game hunting museum, with educational exhibits displaying animals from around the world and facts around the hunters' contributions to their survival. Pick up some unique souvenirs and gifts from the museum and from the Big E TV shows. Meet the pro staff from Big E TV and Big E Outdoor Radio. A great place to stop in with the whole family. And while you're there, book your next hunting trip with the Big E Outdoors Professional Hunters. With over 21 personal hunting destinations worldwide, you'll be sure to find a quality getaway with the Big E Outdoors destinations. Big E Outdoors is also home to Adrenaline Hydrographic. Check us out online at BigEOutfitters.com and register to win a free hunt. Big E Outdoors at Cedar Creek. And welcome back to Big E Outdoor Radio here on 100.5 ESPN Sports Fan. We're still at the 2016 SHOT Show in Las Vegas, where we're bringing you all the latest and greatest products, everything that we can find that we think that you might be interested in. There's some really awesome things down here, but not everything that we run across is a product or something that you should run out and buy. There are some organizations that we do come across from time to time that have a good mission. And we all know that there's a lot of them out there that claim to have a good mission, and the money that you donate doesn't go where you thought it was going to go. But I stopped by this booth here. It's a United Sportsmen's Youth Foundation, and of course I stopped and I asked them quite a bit of pre-qualifying questions before I decided to talk with them. And I'm talking with a fellow whose nickname is Turbo here, and he's going to give us some insight as to what the company's all about. I think it's a great company working with kids and keeping them in the outdoors and teaching them about conservation. They do have some branches up in our neck of the woods in Wisconsin and in just about every state in the United States. And I think that it's probably one of these organizations that maybe all of us as hunters should take a better look at and see if we could help support them, because they are doing exactly what we're trying to do, and that's educate tomorrow's hunters and tomorrow's shooters to be able to preserve the heritage that we enjoy so much. So with that, I'm going to go into the booth here, United Sportsmen's Youth Foundation. They have a website. It's usyf.org, usyf.org. And okay, Turbo, what can you tell us about, first of all, how long has the company been around, how to get started, how long you've been with it, all that good stuff.
Our company's been around, United Sports and Youth Foundation has been around for 15 years now. Brendan Walsh, he's our CEO. He's the one that founded it, started it. I've actually been here for about 6 years now. I got involved when I started doing the river clean. We clean 100 miles of the river every year, the Peck River. And I got involved with that, and then I kind of enjoyed that, and I enjoyed seeing the kids. So then I just started helping out with all the shoots and became a committee member, and now I'm pretty involved. You know, now I'm in Vegas right now at the SHOT Show for it. You know, volunteering my time.
One of the you hit it on the head. They're volunteering your time, and that's one of the things that made me want to come and talk with these guys a little bit more. Was the fact that they're not getting paid to be here, even though some of these other organizations are charitable. They still have to pay their employees and pay the people, but everybody that's part of this and everybody that's here donating their time. They're here on their own dime, and they're donating their time to help this cause. So again, go ahead and tell us a little bit more about what you guys all do, and thanks for donating your time to do something like this. So
yeah, we really appreciate all the volunteers and everything. We do a lot of stuff. We put on youth days up in Waukesha Gun Club. A couple years ago, they invited us up to shoot. We had about 500 kids. They shot archery. They shot rifles. They got to shoot their first 5-stand. The littler kids that couldn't really shoot the 5-stand, we had them shooting 410s with clays on the ground. That was all donation. We had about 15, 20 volunteers working with kids all day. That was a hot day, very hot day. But like I said, we do the river clean. We do driven shoots, European style shoots for the kids. That's a veteran shoot. We group up a kid with a veteran, and they go around the circle, the shooting circle with the veteran. They kind of learn about life and how things are from the standpoint of a veteran. How things, you got to fight for things sometimes, and everything's not as easy as what everybody thinks it is. We teach them how to fish. We got a North Dakota division. Take them kids out duck hunting. If a kid wants to go duck hunting, we do that. We have big banquets.
So basically, how does a kid get involved with this? Start out, I guess.
That's the problem. We don't have enough kids. That's a bad thing to say. We don't have a lot of kids. We got about 20, 30 kids, but we need about 100, 200. The kids that come to them big shoots, like that Wisconsin shoot, we had a lot of kids, which was good. But a guy named Ace Luciano, he put that one on, and he got a lot of kids there. But them are kids just coming for one event. They're not per se a member of it, or they're not a part of it. They just come for one event. We need them kids to come around, come to every shoot, come to the river clean.
So when you have these single events and these kids get there, these kids that have never shot before, never hunted before, or where do they come from, and are they veterans kids, or I guess, how do you find them?
A lot of them, we put flyers out, brochures. We advertise it in the papers, like that Wisconsin shoot we did. That was all we put in the paper. Ace, he did some stuff on video stuff on the computer. But them kids, they were normal kids. Some of them had never shot it before. Some of them never shot a bow. So we had trained instructors to teach them along and really watch them, and it ended up turning out to be a really good day.
Well, great. You said that the Wisconsin DNR also donated to that, which kind of blows me away that they would donate anything. But anyhow.
Yeah, that to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure they donated the ammo, but I could be wrong on that. I don't really get into the donation part of it. I'm more of the on-hand, go out there and just get the work done. I don't deal with the donations. I'm here right now taking donations, but when it comes to an event like that, I'm more based on let's get it done and let's have a good day.
All right, can you tell me what's the goal of the organization? What do you guys hope to find over the next few years? What are you trying to do? Obviously, you want to grow, but tell me how and what you're looking for.
Well, we'd like to get more kids involved. We'd like to have a stronger team, more volunteers, and a bigger committee than we do now. Right now we got about, I don't know, 30, 40 people involved, and that's in 37 states. But now we got guys moving from states, so it's getting a little thin in some of the other states, per se Wisconsin. One of our head guys that actually put that big shoot on, a successful shoot in Wisconsin, he moved because of a job. So now we lost him, so now we got to filter more people back in. That's one thing. Committee, we need a bigger committee, stronger committee, more people that just, they want to volunteer. That's hard to ask somebody to just give us free time, I guess, in a sense. And another thing is we'd like more kids. You never can have enough kids. What we would like to do is preserve the future for the kids. You know, once we're gone, you know, me and you, and if we don't teach a kid, that the hunting's just going to go downhill, and it's just nobody will hunt no more.
When you said the old and you said me and you, there's quite a bit of difference between me and you know.
You look like a very young man, healthy. So that's why I said that.
When I think of youth, I think of guys like you. See, that's the thing. So we could probably help companies like this out, folks. Everybody that's listening, by looking them up online, giving them some donations. But the other thing is that if you'd like to maybe help out with a charter or a group or get involved with it, everybody that's listening that thinks that this sounds like something they'd like to help out with in teaching kids, it's very easy to get involved and get some businesses together to donate and put on some events that are going to benefit these kids and get them involved in this, and it'll help make it spread. So if you're one of those guys that's out there listening and you just really like youth, you like kids, and you like to help people out, you should probably check out usyf.org. It stands for United Sportsmen's Youth Foundation. And go check them out, contact them, and see what you can do to help. Right now, they're doing some raffles here on an AR-based rifle, hunting rifle, to try to help gain some income and try to help spread things for them. But how long are these tickets going to be on sale, and can they buy these online?
You can buy them online, Patrick. The drawing's May 22nd. We're only selling 500 to 700 of them, just because we don't have that much time to sell them. This is the first show we started selling them at, and I think we sold maybe 100 so far. It's a hard ticket to sell, actually, because there again, people out there just really don't know if the money's going where it should go. And like you were kind of hesitant yesterday when you asked me, and I just had to explain it. But I have seen companies like that don't. But so yeah, we're doing 700, 500, 700 at $20 each. Or we're doing right now a special for SHOT Show, 7 for 100, which is a pretty good deal. It's a $2,000 rifle, I'd say. I did want to mention one more thing. Another thing that I would like to see is more boats for the River Clean. We only have about 5 guys that want to put their boats in the river and actually help. And we use about 50 canoes. And that's another thing. We lost our canoe sponsorship, so now we got to pay for every canoe we borrow for that day. But I'd like more motor boats. Then we could travel the river farther. For myself, I travel 35 miles, but we do 100 total. But we could do it better. It would be more thoroughly done with motor boats and just more volunteers with boats.
What river is this again?
It's Pecatonica River. We clean it from Wisconsin state line all the way to the Rock River.
Well, I imagine there's more rivers than just that one that need to be cleaned around here.
Yeah, we would like to do the Rock River too, but there again, you need more boats and you need more volunteers. It's a river clean's a very, very big task. It's just not a day project. You can clean that river thoroughly and then have to go back through and clean it again. It's a never-ending deal.
I'm looking at the stuff you're pulling out of this river, and it just kind of blows me away that this stuff ends up in a river, to be honest with you. I mean, I see tires and what all else you guys pull out of there?
Yeah, we pulled out a whole dumpster, a roll-off dumpster full of tires that we actually had to take to the salvage yard and pay to dispose of them, because that doesn't get donated either. We'd like to have that donated too. But another thing is, one year we pulled out 8 sunken boats with a skid loader. We went down. I actually swim the river. I put a dive suit on, a wetsuit on, and I actually swim the river. But we hook them with chains. We pull them out with tractors and skid loaders. There were 7 boats that were sunk. That year they pulled 7 out. I actually drug one down from up north an 18-foot ski boat half sunk. I drug that down with my boat full of trash, which, as you can see, it's in one of these pictures right here. But it's in all the deal was with mine was the guys just didn't want it no more, so they just cut the rope on it, and they just let it float down the river, and it got actually stuck in my favorite log jam. So that kind of made me mad, and that was the first year I did the river clean. After that kind of upset me, I got involved, and ever since then I pull a boat beside me. So I use 2 boats, and I'll fill 2 boats up just to help out, get as much trash as possible.
It's amazing to see the stuff, folks, that these guys are pulling out of the rivers, and just because they're doing that one doesn't mean that somebody couldn't get involved with this organization, do some things, and pick a river yourself to start doing river cleans on. I mean, this as this organization grows and gets kids involved in conservation in the outdoors, there's plenty of room for us to have chapters all over the United States and to continue to make it grow. So it's a good way for us to get involved. It's an organization that we maybe haven't heard of. To check them out, the United Sportsmen's Youth Foundation. It's the usyf.org, and maybe show them a little bit of support, or maybe there's something you can offer, a place that they can bring some kids and do some things. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think we covered the most of it, but I like that point you just brought up. Just because we're a foundation already and we're solid doesn't mean you can't start one. If you want to start one and be a committee member, you can call us up and say, hey, I'd like to start raising money, I'd like to get this going. And you raise a couple grand, and then we put on an event right where you're at. So I mean, say you're in Tennessee or something, you want to put something on there. You raise the money, you get some money set up, we'll come down with our volunteers too, and we'll help you put a nice little shoot on or something. And we don't have to shoot, and we can take kids fishing or just anything for kids. Take them hiking, put them on a camping trip for the weekend. It's whatever a kid needs to really know how, learn the stuff in life, that basically how to survive if you can't just go to a grocery store and buy your food.
That's right, and when you get these kids involved and have them help clean up these messes and these rivers and things like that, or any public hunting grounds, anything, they start realizing the value of our resources, and in the end, they probably will be less likely to be the person throwing the tire in the river. So it's good education all the way around. And again, like I said, heck, you could get involved with this company, help them out, and eventually turn it around to use it more locally. And there should probably be a group like this in every county, the way it sounds. Anything else that we want to add before I go?
I like that you just said about the kids, learning about not getting stuff for free and stuff. And I know it sounds like we give them a lot of stuff for free, but our little thing is, we do free hunts for them, for the kids that come and volunteer, for the kids that want to help out. If the kid isn't a volunteer, then he gets charged automatic $30 unless he wants to get involved, and then we'll give it to him for free, and he can get, we call it credit hours, and all they have to do is have a couple credit hours, and they'll get as many free hunts as they want, but they just can't just sit on the couch and think they're going to get to hunt for free and not help us conserve the land for them.
That's a good way of making them take responsibility and get off the iPads and all that other stuff and get out there, and great education. So again, we're going to keep on moving down the aisle here at the 2016 SHOT Show in Las Vegas, and I want to thank Turbo. His real name is Mike, but we want to thank him for taking the time to visit with us and telling us about this organization, and maybe we can spread the word and get some more support for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it, Patrick. It's nice talking to you, and I just, like I said, I hope we get the word out and everybody starts realizing that we need to do something.
And if nothing else, if you just want to get in and try to win this nice rifle that's here, you can get tickets for $20 a piece or $6 for $100, and go right to the website and get them as well. United Sportsmen's Youth Foundation, usyf.org. I'll take some pictures of some of the stuff that's here, and we'll put it on our Biggie Outdoor Radio Facebook page and our Biggie Outdoors Facebook page. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more great products from the 2016 SHOT Show in Las Vegas.
from hauling to hunting. Protect your truck bed with Line-X Spray-On Bed Liner from BRB AutoBody. DuPont Kevlar makes Line-X 5 times stronger than steel. BRB can color match Line-X to your truck. Tough just got prettier. Line-X forms a permanent watertight bond, and the finish follows every angle. BRB AutoBody believes anything worth protecting is worth overprotecting. Line-X at BRB AutoBody, Rothschild.
Expect a quality job from BRB AutoBody. BRB AutoBody. BRB AutoBody.
Deer collisions, door dings, hail dents, or accidents, BRB AutoBody makes your car look new again. Make BRB AutoBody your #1 call when an accident happens. BRB offers 24-hour towing, complete body and paint repair, and complimentary replacement vehicle when accidents happen. Call BRB AutoBody, Highway XX Rothschild. BRB AutoBody, there for you through all the dings and dents.
Expect a quality job from BRB AutoBody. BRB AutoBody. BRB AutoBody.
My brother Paul was a real Renaissance man, a big city ER doctor, an outdoorsman, and always the smartest person in the room. When he was killed in a deer vehicle collision, I thought it was a freak accident, but I was wrong.
Each year, deer vehicle crashes cause death, damages, and injuries. And about 1 in every 100 drivers is likely to have a collision with a deer. For tips to avoid hitting a deer, visit ErieInsurance.com.
A message from Chapman Insurance Agency and Erie Insurance.
Well, Brandon, you know what I can use after a long day out in the woods?
Yeah, good massage from These Hands Massage Therapy.
That's right. Massage isn't just for relaxation either. It's a health advantage. They work on rotator cuff injuries, low back, neck, sciatica, and lots of other injuries.
That's great for guys with a long list of injuries like you, and you can get a gift card for someone as well.
Yep. And mention the Big E radio show, you get $10 off your massage. They're open Monday through Saturday by appointment. These Hands Massage Therapy on 17th Avenue by Walgreens in Wausau.
So this guy came into the store recently and he said, it's my 30th anniversary and I want to get something fine for my wife. I haven't bought her jewelry in a long time and it's time. Well, of course, we agreed and we helped him find a diamond bracelet that we were quite sure would blow her socks off. Well, a few days later, he came back into Jim KRYSHAK's and we asked him, so did she like her bracelet? He looked at us and he smiled and then he said, well, she liked it so much that she... And then he stopped smiling. She liked it so much that she... What? We said. Well, she liked it so much that she... And then he stopped again. And then we got it. So she's very happy, I said. And he nodded. And you're very happy, I said. And he nodded again. And I said, now that is what we're talking about. We're Jim KRYSHAK Jewelers on Rib Mountain.
Hey, welcome back to Big E Outdoor Radio, and we are still at the 2016 SHOT Show in Las Vegas. We're downstairs in the hunting area, and there's a lot of booths here, folks, just like when we were at ATA a couple weeks ago, and we were bringing you all the new bow hunting and archery products that are out there. But actually, the booth I'm at right now is somebody that I actually have spoken to for a couple of years, and I like the product. I'm sure that they got some new things for 2016. We're going to get into that. I'm here with one of the owners of the company. We're talking with Ray from Sport Ear. Ray, what's your last name, Ray?
Ori.
Oh, well, it's just like it's spelled, so that's pretty easy for me. So, pretty much, Sport Ear is a hearing protection and a hearing enhancement device. It's a hearing aid for guys like me who've lost our high pitches and can't hear women anymore. So, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. So, tell me a little bit about how long Sport Ear's been around, how you got it started, where the idea came from, and what your background is.
Okay, Sport Ear started about 14 years ago. Partner Weston Harrison, myself. We've been Weston was actually in the hearing aid industry for about 24 years, and realized that there was a need for a product that enhances hearing and also blocks out damaging sound. What's great about this product is exactly that folks with hearing loss can have the opportunity to use this in an application of hunting and also in a shooting application. We go as far as to do something that is not in the norm in the industry, where we actually program these to the person's individual hearing loss. So most men, and I'm going to I'm going to say men, but have some high frequency hearing loss, which is very, very common. And we take and do a hearing screening, and we can actually bring those high frequencies back into place. It's not corrective by any means, but it's where things like elk bugles, even some of the turkey calls and certain frequencies that men have loss in, it actually enhances that, so you can hear those frequencies and sounds, and then at the same time also blocks any damaging sound over 85 decibels. So whether it's muzzle blast or even a lawnmower or a skill saw or anything of that nature, as soon as it hits 85 decibels, it compresses that damaging sound down.
I myself have got some of that high frequency loss. I thought that was automatic once you went down the aisle and got married, but
that too, it does that as well.
But because of my military background and a lot of guys that go out and shoot, and a lot of us old school guys didn't wear hearing protection. We'd go out to the range and we'd go out hunting and whatever. We never wore hearing protection. The other thing is that I come from the days when we listened to our music really loud, and I'm sure that had something to do with it. So I've gone and had hearing tests before. I've even gone to the VA and had them test my hearing, and to get an average hearing aid doesn't do what we need it to do. It won't do it. It'll make it sound like a tin can, or it just won't do it. And so that's what I thought was awesome. So if you can tell us a little bit about that, because I think that's what people that are listening need to know. If you're a hunter and you've got some hearing loss, a regular hearing aid isn't gonna do the job. This looks like one, right? But it does a way better job for us.
Yeah, cosmetically, the product looks like a hearing aid, and there are a couple of different options on styles that you can that we do here at Sport Ear. And a lot of it just depends on the application, but the technology that we use is 100% digital, and again, it is programmed to a person's audiogram in a screening. So it's very much hearing aid technology, but the very, very top end of it. And so it's an amazing product for many different applications.
One of the things that we'll talk about all the products that you have, but the price point on a Sport Ear, when I checked it, I was actually pleasantly surprised to find out that a regular hearing aid, which would do less for me, sometimes is more expensive.
Very much more expensive. In the industry, basically, in today's world, you're looking at a good quality digital hearing aid in the $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, even up to $10,000, depending on what it is. Sport Ear, we can do everything. A lot of it just depends on the application, but we can do things in an electronic digital starting at around $600 for a pair, and we even have some that are the new Ghost Strike that we introduced last year at SHOT Show. An amazing little product. It's a one-size-fits-all, and that's starting at $399 for the pair. That's for two. Obviously, they go up from there depending on the severity of the hearing loss and the application they're being used for. But it's a pretty open market as far as different technologies and different things that we can do for different types of applications.
Is it common for guys like myself, shooters, to have more hearing loss in one ear than the other? And if so, should we be looking at buying just one, or is a pair still our best way to go?
No, a pair is almost an absolute unless the person has complete loss in a certain ear. Your brain thinks in stereo, it tries to hear in stereo, so directionality of where sound is coming from, you need one in both ears. And you are absolutely right. We can usually tell on a hearing screening if the person is a right-handed shooter or a left-handed shooter, depending on the hearing loss, just by the damage done on which way the ear is or which way the face you're facing and what type of gun you're using. And so yeah, that's a very common thing that we see.
See, now back to the marriage thing. I always drive everywhere I go, so I figured that it wasn't because I was right-handed. I thought it was because my wife always rides in the passenger seat. That's how come the right ear was losing all the hearing. But evidently there's a cure for this, guys, so you actually can hear when she's looking out the window talking and the cars are going by, you can actually hear. So you have low, I don't want to say low end, you have devices that are not hearing aids that are less, and they actually are almost a smart hearing protection or a smart earplug as well.
Correct. Yeah, we have the complete full gamut of everything that you need in hearing protection, from very, very inexpensive passive that has no electronics in it, all the way up to very premium digital technology that's custom fitted and custom programmed. But what you're talking about right now is our passive line, which we've just introduced a new one this year called the X Pro, which is a great product. It is passive. It's most ergonomically correct. It's a medical grade silicone, interchangeable tips, and what really makes it cool is that it has a little push button on it, like what you'd use on the top of a pen, and it opens and closes the valve to be able to let a little bit of hearing come through if needed, and also blocks out damaging sound.
All right, so if I'm wearing this product and a gunshot goes off and I have the port open, does it do anything special, or?
Yeah, even if the port is open, when the port is open, you still have a 19 decibel noise reduction rating. When it's closed, it takes it up to a 29 decibel noise reduction rating. So you can, when it's open, you can still hear a little bit, enough to have normal communication, but it is still blocking up to 19 dB.
And now the top of the line, or I'll let you tell everybody what the price ranges are, what the top of the line is, but that one, I'm wearing it and a gunshot goes off, it'll automatically turn it down for me, right?
Correct. That's our premium model. It's fully digital technology and programmed and custom fitted, so you're looking on that style, depending on the application, anywhere from $1,000 for the pair, which is an amazing price for this type of technology, and then our premium model at about $2,500 for the pair. And that one has volume control, multi-memory functions, channels, programmability. It's the best of the best.
All right, now to really, to really give folks a hands-on this, I'm actually going to get fitted for a pair of those yet today. So then we're going to find out if I can turn the TV down from 50 or 55, where I normally run it, and everybody else is screaming at me to turn the TV down. We're going to also get some pictures of all this product, and we will have it on our Facebook pages and on our website. And I know you people have heard me talk about the Sport Ear before. So check us out at Big E Outdoor Radio on Facebook, Big E Outdoors on Facebook. But more importantly, if you want to learn more about Sport Ear and buy it, they can get it online, right?
Absolutely. You can get it online on our website, www.sportear.com. You can call direct to our office in Salt Lake City, Utah. We've got a great sales team. We have an on-staff audiologist that can answer questions pertaining to hearing. So yeah, we can take care of you. Check out our website. There's a lot of information on there that will help you out and answer a lot of questions.
All right, folks, for those of you in our northern areas, I have seen Sport Ear at many of the trade shows up there. The big one in Madison that we have, I've seen the booth there. In the south, I've seen them in Montgomery and Alabama. For those of you listening down that way, I'm sure you guys must get to some of the shows around Atlanta and Perry and places like that as well.
Yeah, we do about 60 trade shows per year from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast, and even Africa and Canada, and we're all over the place. I've got a great, strong sales team, again, that can answer questions, and we can do everything at the locations that we're at.
So, all right, now the next question I would have for you. Let's say I want Sport Ear, haven't seen you at a trade show. I need a hearing test, so what do I do?
Basically what you can do is go to your local audiologist or hearing specialist, ask for hearing screening, and that'll take probably 5 to 10 minutes. Then they can also do the impressions, the molds there, and then all that needs to be done is sent to our corporate office there in Salt Lake City, Utah. And that's all we need. From there, we take it fully. We can program them to that audiogram and custom fit them accordingly.
You have you touched on at the beginning. You came from this kind of work before, working with regular hearing aids?
No, my partner actually was the one in the hearing aid industry, so that's why we know this industry as well as we do. I was more in the hunting and shooting and sales side of the business, and that's kind of our two roles of what we're currently doing right now.
As far as I know, I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's another product out there that is like the Sport Ear, really. There's a lot of them out there that do hearing protection and the smart hearing protection and things like that to a different degree. But when it comes down to having a hearing aid that's specifically made for hunters, you guys, I'm sure, are the first, and I don't know of anybody else.
We are, I'm going to tout a little bit right now. We are the premium in the industry. We've been around one of the longest. There are some other companies that are doing things a little bit different. The technology that we used, or that we currently use right now, is the best in the industry. So as far as that goes, no real competitors in that market. As you said, there are a lot that are doing passive hearing protection and electronics as far as head muffs and that type of thing go, but we just take everything to the next level.
All right. So again, it's very easy to find you guys, sportear.com, and they get information. Probably can find out where your next trade show is so they can get in to get fit right by you guys. And I know that you actually will start to finish set somebody up with a set of hearing protection right here, right now.
Yeah, here at SHOT Show, we can do the entire thing. We're set up to do the free hearing screening and also custom molds. When we get to that point, then it goes back to our lab in Salt Lake City. Right now, we're about a 4-week turnaround time to get them custom fitted, custom programmed, and back in your hands.
All right. Thank you for taking the time to sit down and visit with us. And again, Ray Bory, one of the owners of Sport Ear, and we've talked about this many times before. It's one of the most awesome products that I've seen out there, and take it from a guy that does suffer from the hearing loss. And I know a lot of you out there listening do, because you guys have been in my shops, have hunted with us, and we talk about it all the time. So take care of your hearing, because when it's gone, there's not much we can do to get it back. And to get yourself Sport Ear. And if you're not suffering from hearing loss, you can keep yourself from getting hearing loss by getting the passive line and keeping them around and wearing them when you're out on the shooting lanes and in the ranges and things like that. And the one thing again I'll touch on, Ray was telling us, you can actually open up the tube in there so that when you're having conversations with those around you, you can hear them, and you still have the hearing protection that you're going to need when somebody pops off around on the other lane. Is there anything else I missed that you can think of that we should tell folks?
No, I think you've covered it all. It's a great product. I'd like everybody to really jump into it and take a look at it on both ends of the spectrum. People that do have hearing loss, and just as you said, just if you're comfortable with your hearing but you want to keep it and protect it, this is the company to look at.
All right. Well, again, we'll continue our coverage at the 2016 SHOT Show. Bring you some more new products and some really good products that may not be new. They might have been around for a while, but they've got something worth talking about, like the Sport Ear, right after these messages and after I go get fitted for my setup Sport Ear, because we are definitely going to make the investment. It's time for me to start hearing what I'm missing. So again, thanks a lot, Ray. And for those of you that are tuning in to us, just stay tuned. We'll bring you some more great products right after these messages. Blazing Gifts at 1701 North 6th Street in Wausau is your downtown destination for novelty and specialty gifts. Stop in and check out Blazing Gifts for t-shirts, knives, and other specialty items, including incense, candles, and more. Blazing Gifts handles items not found in everyday stores, even custom decals made to order. Check out Blazing Gifts at 1701 North 6th Street, downtown Wausau. Had a good barbecue lately? Head on down to Dickey's Barbecue, rocking and rolling out the best barbecue sandwiches made from fresh smoked barbecue every single day. They're located on Stewart Avenue near Buffalo Wild Wings. Go get you some of that fresh smoked goodness now. Use them for catering your favorite party, or grab a quick lunch or one of their daily lunch specials. Dickey's Barbecue on Stewart Avenue between Buffalo Wild Wings and Applebee. Well, believe it or not, spring will come again, and it's time to start thinking where you're going to store those extra toys. Call Dene at the Shed Shop in Eland and Shawano. He's got quality Mennonite built sheds in all sizes. Use them for storage, hunting, or even the ice fishing Taj Mahal. Call Dene at the Shed Shop in Eland and Shawano, 715-584-3050. The Shed Shop. Well, the cold weather's finally here. You better get your oil change and take care of your ride. Go straight to Thunder Loop on 17th Avenue in Wausau, near the National Guard Armory. No job is too big or too small. They do everything from oil changes to major overhauls and every repair in between. Check them out and get those heaters inspected and get your wheels ready for winter. There's no appointment necessary, and get a punch card and you'll save money on your future visits. Thunder Loop on 17th Ave in Wausau.
It's the ultimate tailgate event. Your chance to score. Big savings at Stark GM of Merrill. Last month, Stark finished 22nd in GM certified sales in the entire United States of America. So if you're looking for a GM certified pre-owned, Stark is the place. Find 30 certified pre-owned cruises starting at $9,995 or $149 a month. Choose from 14 GM certified Chevy Impalas starting at $12,988 or $196 a month. Or lease a new 2015 Chevy Cruze, just $69 a month. And Stark is your truck headquarters. And that's why you can save up to $11,000 on select 2015 crew cabs. Hurry! This ultimate tailgate event ends soon at Stark GM of Merrill and Highway 51 in Kew. Or visit us at starkmerrill.com. Plus tax and license fees. Cruise selling price $99.95, $149 a month, 0 down, 72 months, 3.49%. Impala selling price $12,988, $196 a month, 0 down, 3.84% APR, 75 months. With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10,000 miles a year, $44.50 in rebates included. Must currently lease a non-GM vehicle. While supplies last. See dealer for details. Based on August GM certified